Okay, welcome in for the asca network. We are here with our owner, Daytona Outlaw. Say hello today. Hey guys. I think we should get started on, the Cup Series playoffs. So far, if we look at it closely, where is it? Hang on. Here it is. Ultimate Gamer and Agent Cab, they both won this week. Not this week, 2 weeks ago. And then we got Matt Bottle is actually kind of the biggest surprise this week, because he was in a must-win situation this week, and he came here to Atlanta or Chicagoland, I forgot. And then he just won. He won. Yeah, he's into the round of 8. But heartbreaking for these guys. Zach Ply, which, I didn't expect him to make it out of here either. But at least he made the round of 12. That's all that matters. So I think what's more disappointing is T-Fly or whatever. Yeah, it's kind of disappointing. And, I mean, when you're a smudge car, which is Addery's team, so there's high expectations, like Bat Bottles and Addery did there. They're the only cars left for their team, though, after this round, so that's going to suck. And what's also going to suck is that Angatwa, he was having a really good day. 4th place, but just could not escape. Imagine Z and Blackstone Warden. Yeah, Blackstone Warden actually. Nobody expected this guy to make it out of these rounds, but he's been fighting his way. He's been learning, and now here he is. He's out of that round. He's on to the round of 8. And it's kind of interesting how he's been able to make it to where he is right now, and I don't know what to say, man. It's kind of surprising, really surprising. Thanks. And I will control with the Challenger 12 playoffs, or the 8 actually, because we already did Contender. We finished Contender 8 this week. Zayden Core, Res Levin, Bite Blocks, and Already AGO are all going to fight for the championship. But what's surprising for me, I gotta say, is Shadowy Bolts. He won the championship last season. He made the championship last season in a cup car. I know he doesn't have very much he doesn't have very much Car of Tomorrow experience. But, he still made it to the Contender 8, and he only got out by 5, which is all that matters. What I'm surprised is how Brosats literally worked his way into the playoffs. And if you look at the points from the regular season, you can see he finished 11th in them. And then his teammate, Give Me Ideas Please, finished 12th and actually kind of made it by a good margin. And then George of all trades, what am I going to talk about him, man? Tough day, tough year for him. Eliminated with 9th. Not really the biggest surprise, but also kind of disappointing to see that. But it happens, and I don't know. Can't really do anything about it. But your championship 4 is officially set, and we're moving on. So, yeah. Is there anything else that you would like to say before we bring in some of the drivers? Well, I guess we could talk about the Uprise cars. My team, my cars. Imagine Z. He hasn't been having the greatest playoff run this year. And I don't blame him. It's kind of tough when you're in the playoffs because all these cars. And he's driving my old car, which, he only got in because I got out of that car, but it's fine. I think he's doing a pretty good job by doing so. And Cool Kid, Cool Kid last season, he didn't even make it out of the round of 12, or the 16 actually. But here he is. He's made it to the round of 8, and I hope he can go farther. So same with Citrafari. I was scouting him last season as he won the championships. 10 wins in a season. Can you believe that? 10 freaking wins. It's kind of crazy if you think about it. Because, you see, it's crazy because he was just in that car in the 21 a season ago, and he already got 10 wins. 10 is something I've never imagined of, and he doesn't have many wins this season. He only has 3, but it's still a good amount, and it put him in the round of 8, which I hope he can go farther, because this is a car that's really everyone wants to see win the championship because of what happened last season. I think he might be the favorite. Right now, he might be the favorite. Everyone thought OJC was the favorite, but not anymore. He got eliminated second round. Did not have that good luck on that second round But yeah. Do we think that Blackstone Warden would be a championship contender? I honestly do not think so. I think he only got out of these rounds because of there's still 12 drivers, which is a lot of drivers if you think about it. But when you only have 8 drivers in the playoffs, do you know how hard it is to make it to the championship 4 like that? You only have 4 drivers making out of that round, and you'll have 4 getting eliminated this round. So if Blackstone wants to make it, he's got to win. I'm just saying right now. It's either he has to get top 3s every single race, or else he's out pretty much. I mean, I don't know what else to say, but yeah, that's pretty much what he's got to do, and it's gonna happen. So yeah. All right, thank you so much, Daytona. We'll bring in Agent Cab next to the booth. You can stay here at Daytona since you're gonna probably you control the league anyway, so you can just stay here. Yeah. Okay. Welcome in, Agent Cab. You made it out of the round of 8. And how you feeling actually? I mean, kind of surprising you made it out of here, got the win, and you're here now. So, how does it feel? Well, I don't know, man. It just, it feels something that I didn't expect to be here either. And to be honest, with the team that, what's it called again? I don't really remember the name, but it was Bad Luck Motorsports. Yeah, Bad Luck Motorsports. My teammate and got to but I mean, I'm kind of sad he got eliminated too. But what can you do even? I mean, it's disappointing, but it's also kind of good for me and my team, since I'm trying to get us a championship. Because after this year, I think I'm going to Penske Mopar Racing to replace that 09. I'm gonna just try and get myself a championship this year. I'm just a rookie anyway. I just got back from the National Series, working my way up. That's all I can do. Quick question. What are you gonna do with these veterans? Emergency, Blackstone Warden, Cool Kid, Citrafari. Well, Citrafari's a rookie too, so you probably don't have to worry much about him. Addery, Matt Bottles, and then Ultimate Gamer, which is also a rookie. But what are you gonna do? Well, it's gonna be kind of tough, against some of them, I know I'm not going to be able to beat Outery plenty of times. I just need a good car for one race. And then, like, I'm good against a few of them. I know I can beat them, but what I need to do is just get top 3s, top 2s, or something like that, or just win, because winning you're in. It's pretty much how it goes. Yeah, but here's the problem. Outery made it tied up with Matt Bottles in points, got to 100 before like anybody else could. And he was only like, I don't know, 17 points away from you. He was already in though, but so far coming into this round, you're second. What are you gonna do to keep that second? Well, like I said, do not wreck yourself. Don't go hard on for the win unless you're like in a must-win situation. I'd say clutch up like Matt Bottles did at the end, or just get new tires, or figure out the setups. What can I say? I like that. Well, we're looking forward to you in the round of 8. We're going to bring in Blackstone Warden next. So let's bring him in. Thanks for coming, though, Agent. Yep. And so we welcome in Blackstone. Hello back, Blackstone. Well, I mean, you got here now, and here you are now. Escaping that round of 12, or the Challenge of 12, as we like to call it. You finished 7th in the standings. What do you want to talk about, man? Ooh, what can I say? I know I did not have the greatest season ever, but I guess sometimes you can have a bad season, sometimes you can have a good one, but when you're in the playoffs, you know you have to do better, and that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to get myself back up there. I know we didn't make the championship last season, but I want to turn that around this season, but you know, I'm not really good at making it to the round of 8, because, like, there's those guys, Agent, Matt Bottles, Outery, Citrifari, Cool Kid, Imagine Z, all those guys, really good. Ultimate Gamer, I mean, also really good, to be honest. It's going to be tough. I'm saying it right now. It's going to be really, really tough. But it happens. Sometimes you just got to figure it out. If I don't make it this season, it's fine. We'll try again next season. Daytona Outlaw, you haven't been speaking for a while. What do you want to say? Oh, yeah. Well, Blackstone Warden, you came here today. We wanted to interview you about that weird playoff run you've suddenly been having. Why did you get the last spot in, or like the 15th place in the standings? So, like, you're up here now, and now you've got one more round to go until you make the championship. What's your plan to make it? Ooh, that's gonna be a tough one. Well, first off, I want to start off with just, keep going aggressive, doing our best. We can't really afford to get many losses anyway. And maybe just keep going with the speed, get more setups done, like practice, stuff like that. Being the only Spartan car now in, plus the only team owner that's in the playoffs alone in right now. What are you going to do exactly to, get through all of these drivers that are pretty much just been way better than you all this entire season? Well, I actually don't really know. I mean, what I think I would do is just maybe see what they're doing. I mean, I don't know what to do, but, if you just think about it, maybe there's some way, just one singular way you can figure out. But you just gotta, if you can't, you just gotta do whatever the hell you can to make it into the championship at this point. I mean, when you're in the contender 8, you know that's the final shot. That's the final chance you can ever get until you go to the championship, and just, go win it. Go win it all. Just like Shouty Bolt did last season, he won his way in, and now here he is. So, yeah. All right, well, thanks for joining us, actually. I mean, I think that was one of the best things I've ever heard from you this entire season. Who do we want to bring next? Well, I think we should bring in maybe our final one, Matt Bottles. Yeah. And before we bring him in, let's just talk about some things. First off, what do you want to say, actually, first? Well, I'm going to start off with the Backstretch Battle series. Vitawa and Brostats, they both had the same nearest finish. And I don't know how, but, they tied, but it seems like Brostats got 6th, so Vitawa got 7th. And, yeah. So, also, what I want to talk about is that Bike Blocks actually got 2 of his cars to the Contender 8, which is actually pretty shocking. And I don't think anybody saw Joker Chase making it this far. I mean, I don't think nobody even knew this guy yet. But now here he is, and the Championship 4 is nearly the same one from last season, but there's only 3 new ones because of, what happened last season. So, Bike Blocks, I want to talk about him first. What can I say? New year, new season, but same guy. He just came back. He got the situation done. Win and you're in, which is what he called it this year. And now, here he is, on the way to make it to another championship, and I hope he makes the championship, to be honest. I mean, no, not championship, my bad. I mean, this, he wins it, to be honest. I mean, I think I'm signing, everyone's heard it already. I'm signing him next season into Cup Series, and I just hope he really wins that. I think he's a really talented guy, and I think he's done a good job on doing so, but it can happen, and sometimes just gotta deal with it if he doesn't win. I think Zayden Core would be a really good fit on winning, but we gotta see about that. So, yeah. Well, let's bring in Matt Bottles now into the booth. And we are here with Matt Bottles. Matt Bottles, you won, and now you're in. How does it feel to make the Contender 8 for the first time in your career as an asca driver? Ooh, I don't know, man. It feels one hell of a season for us. I don't know what to say, but it feels amazing to be where we are right now and where we have been. I'm so thankful for this opportunity by Addery, mostly the entire Smudge Checo team. I'm just happy to be here. I'm happy to get a shot at racing here in this great league. It's a growing league right now. I hope it can go out there and make a championship, possibly. Maybe even win one. It would be a hell of a year for us, my team, my life. You don't even know how much that would mean if we even made it. Well, I also want to talk about you finishing third this season in points in the regular season. You actually could have had a shot at winning that regular season title, but didn't. So, what's going to happen here in this round of 8? Because everything is a lot more different, and there's a lot of things gonna be changing. So I want your opinion. What are you gonna do to win or something like that? Well, there's a lot of things I could do, but I don't want to risk it getting in the way. But I think I'm gonna just try, maybe win one more race, and then just make it in. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna win a race, and then I don't have to worry about anything else. Well, you already have 4 wins actually in total in the season, 2 in the regular season. So I think you could have a really good shot. You're up there with Cool Kid Outery. Your teammate has not won a single race ever since. When was his last win? Was like really back then. But he's got 3 wins. You got 2. And you won in the 22nd race of the season. Now here you are, just in the round of 8. What do you got to say? Well, I mean, what can I say? It's just a hell of a day to get here. Hell of a year to get here, possibly, if I could say so. I don't know, man. It just feels like it's been forever, ever since we've won one. But, you know, my company, my team, I'm proud of everybody here. I hope we can bring it home. I'm just saying. Well, Outery's, before we continue to talk with you, Outery, his last win came in race 11 in the season, and it's been really, really long ever since. So I'm kind of worried for him, because why? You know why, to be honest. It's tough, which makes it worse, because he hasn't been able to win a single race, and everyone's just been fighting against him, because they know they want to win this championship more than he does. And Outery, if you think about it, has he even made the Final Four at all? No, he has not. And that last season, you want to know where he finished, Bo? He finished freaking literally only a couple. He literally finished 5th, 11 points away from making it to the finals. But he missed out, and now he's got to go. Now he's back here again. Now he's just got to work his way up. That's all you got to do at this point. Yeah, tough year, tough day. But it happens, and you can't really do anything about it, to be honest. But now, it is what it is. So here we are. Well, thanks for coming here with us. We hope to see you in that championship 4 one day. And yeah, thanks. Yep. So, is there anything else you would like to say before we head out? Chris. Well, I don't know, man. But I think today was a good day for a lot of people in the playoffs. Now we move on to the round of 8, or the contender 8 for this Cup Series, and then 2 weeks away from the NASCAR Backstretch Battles Championship, and only a couple weeks away until we get to the championship for the Cup Series. And let's make our predictions, shall we? Yeah, let's do that. So, I have possibly Matt Bottles, Imagine, who else? Let's see. Oh, yeah. I have Imagine, Matt Bottles. I think Outery will finally make it. And maybe, just maybe even Ultimate Gamer. Ooh, tough one. What about you? I want to go with bite. I want to go maybe with Outery, Cool Kid, maybe Matt Bottles, but I'm gonna say for now I'm gonna say maybe Citrafari, and then Blackstone. Whoa, Blackstone. Nope, I'm just kidding. I don't think he will be able to make it, but I think maybe Agent Cab. Ooh, I like that. Well, that's all for us today. We will see you next week for the next podcast here from asca Network. See ya.